Hey guys, so the Lord kind of showed me that not everyone sees life spiritually. Not everyone really understands life from the spiritual point of view, and people are kind of in their physical world view. And so they think that their logic and their reasoning is everything. But that is only part of life. And spiritual side of life is a lot more important. And everything starts with the spiritual side. And then it manifests into the physical. So, how do I explain this? Don't be deceived by the physicality, by the physical things, by the logical things, because there are a lot of things that don't go according to your logic, to your plan, because spiritual side is the key, because God is in control, and there are things that God will allow to happen, there are things that God will not allow to happen, and it's all up to Him. But also it's up to us and our obedience, our intentions. They're spiritual, right? Because on the surface you may appear as if you have the right intentions, but in fact you may be hiding spiritually that your intentions are actually wrong. This is what the narcissists do. Right? They're kind of like actors. They're acting and they're pretending that they're doing the right thing when their real intentions are the opposite. And so what counts in this, the spiritual intentions counts because God is seeing it, and God knows everything. You can't hide your real intentions from God, You can act all you want, but your real intentions, God knows them. And then the spiritual side is where your eternity comes in. So depending on your choices, depending on your intentions, whether they were right or wrong, is where you are going. So if your intentions are constantly wrong, despite what it looks on the outside, despite what you're acting or trying to show, if your intentions are wrong every time, if they are like negative, if they are intending to hurt other people, if they're very selfish, then these intentions, they will literally lead you down the road of eternity, down to the road to the door to hell. Because this road leads to hell. This road is where the Satan is kind of deceiving you and kind of making you make the wrong choice. Now, the right kind of intentions, these intentions come out of the place of love, out of the place of what is right, like what's the right thing to do, right? Not what's the most, sometimes the most logical thing, something that may appear logical in the physical world may not be exactly the most right thing to do. I hope this makes sense. So spirituality, we need to think spiritually, and our intentions matter. So spiritually, what is the most right thing to do? And the most right thing to do is what God wants you to do, really. Because we have to obey, and then we also have to act according to His word, according to His will. And so also your intentions, are they out of love? Are they selfish, or are they selfless? So selfless, out of love, the right kind of intentions when you care about people, when you care about what's right, right? And so this road, it leads to heaven, because this is the right road. This is the way that Jesus showed us, and this is the way that leads to God, because we can only get to God through Jesus. He's the only way to God. And what we see in the world right now is that a lot of people are living in the world, in the physical world, in this deception, and they don't understand the spiritual things. They don't see it yet. They need to wake up to it. But sadly, because of this, a lot of people don't know what's real, and a lot of people are kind of abusing this, like they're in the darkness, right? They're acting, but their intentions are not always right, and that they're not always sincere. So sincerity is also very important. You have to have a pure, sincere heart. There's no other way to heaven, really. But it's actually, I mean, very much liberating. I don't even, you know, know, like, I don't even understand, how can you choose the dark path when it's actually so, heavy and so negative and so deceptional and so delusional. It's just really wrong place to be. So instead, do the right thing despite what it looks like, in the world that we are in right now. Things are shifting and things are changing, but right now still, for a lot of people, it may seem like doing something that's not right, something that's wrong, will be more beneficial. And this is where this physical logic comes in, right? So if you do this wrong thing, you will earn money and like whatever, you'll be successful in this physical thing, right? But say you're selling drugs, right? That's the wrong thing to do. You should not be doing this. This is hurting other people. This is what it is spiritually. So if you do that, if you make that choice, then spiritually you're going down. You're going with Satan. Satan is deceiving you into doing the wrong thing. But say you will do, like God is telling you to do something that no one's ever done, and no one even understands what it is. And logically you'll be like, but what's the point? Like, I mean, what is it gonna do? Like, no one even understands this. It's like, where is this gonna lead me, and things like that, right? But what's the right thing to do? The right thing is to obey and to trust God and to go with Him and to allow Him to show you where He's taking you, right? So this is how it works spiritually. And this is where the faith comes in, and faith is so important with God, with in the world that we are in right now, but always, always God is so important, and faith is so important. It's the most important thing, because without Him we're lost. Without Him, I mean, it's Satan. You don't want to be friends with him. It's like the worst thing that can happen. So yeah, this is what I wanted to kind of share with you. I hope that I managed to get my point across. My point is that don't be deceived by the physical things and by the way things look on the outside right now, because things are shifting as we are now. But also in general, spiritual things are eternal, and so your decision really matters. Your every single moment, your thoughts matters. Are you judging someone? Are you jealous of someone? Are you prideful? You have to be pure. You have to have a pure heart at all times. And that's the only way, because God knows your thoughts. God knows your heart. You know, you have to cleanse your heart from all the unclean things and actually go to God and allow Him to do it, because He is the one who's doing it, right? Because spiritual things, they're spiritual things, right? It's God is in control. But we have to still obey and trust Him. So that's how it works. So yeah, I hope this makes sense. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.